Wahhabi is a way to say that you're on the enemy side when discussing with a common Sufi. Same would occur when referring to yourself as a Sufi and you were to engage in a conversation with a Wahhabi. Both consider themselves to be fine Muslims that follow the way of Islam and bring nothing but right in the various methods they seem to use. If they both have the same goal and both consider themselves to be rightful Muslims, then why engage in dreadful battles with one killing the other? This is not Muslim-like, is it now? Wahhabi and Sufis are similar with the Sunnis and Shias who have been in endless wars since the death of the Prophet Muhammad, with the Shias believing that Ali was the rightful ruler after the Prophet, while the Sunnis believe that a rightful ruler should come from the people of Islam to choose a leader they support. Both share the same belief, just different opinions of how to be that perfect Muslim. This is quite fine, but when it comes to different perspectives, there are different opinions of how things should be structured. So are Wahhabis to be accused for various crimes they committed against the Sufis? Potentially, yes. Wahhabis, are known as Al-Shabaab in Somalia, have destroyed many graveyards and banned Muslims from sacredly worshipping the graveyards. The Al-Shabaab targeted many graves with overstructured designs and utilities that you wouldn't find in a normal grave. They believe it's unaccepted and have arrested most graveyard keepers. Al-Shabaab claims that special appearances to a grave could lead to destruction to your faith of Islam, and that is not welcome. They optionally believe that this could lead to the defeat of many Muslims' worship to Allah and have forbidden prayers anywhere close to graves. They explicitly have attacked many graves and left nothing but destruction wherever they happen to strike. Many graves have been lost with the bones of death buried deep inside. Respect has lost itself with the graves of death being marked as enemies. Have they not? The opposing Sufis most uncomfortable with bloods of war have found the Al-Shabaab less fortunate of the truth they seem to behold. The Sufis are less strict than the Al-Shabaab's unorganized theories. Greece can defend itself like a living person, seem to claim the Sufis, and have been trying to defend their dead fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, friends, and etc. that lay in the ground. The Sufis seem to believe that the Al-Shabaab should reassure their faith instead of making false and unknown decisions that cannot be cooperated with. Preying upon the dead just days before a person dies has been a yearly experience. We have had Islam in our blood for thousands of years before we were born. So why erase that past from us, claims many Sufis when disgusted by the Al-Shabaab for destroying their dead, innocent family and friends. The Sufis are most not warlike like as the Al-Shabaab and see that as a reason for them to reassure control over them. Many Sufis had experiences with the Al-Shabaab by going in deadly battles head to head, something they seem not to encourage but had to do. Al-Shabaab dishonorably one's land and they seem to want to bully innocents to get full control over them to lead to destruction. This is how many Sufis seem to see the terrifying terrorism group that now targets the Sufis. We shall protect our last families and friends from this despicable group that shall never seek truth. To fight and die like our last allies is truly a blessing. So is this rather unspeakable to bring our injustice enemies to trial for what they have done? This disturbed and most misunderstanding conflict seems to unfold more slowly as time goes by. This rather affects the most innocent people that had their homes used as war battles with barely anything to consume for their health or for their bodies. Somalia, an unstable country, currently has no intention of solving this deadly case. Both sides have been fighting blindly for themselves rather than knowing how many millions of Somalis they seem to hurt in a way they can't be forgiven.